gotta start.
We'll go for 15 minutes. How you doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I know a lot is going on. You know, we haven't met in a week. Is there anything you would like to talk about today?
I've just been really upset and bothered about some things going on with my son.
So something your son is doing is upsetting you?
Yeah, it's not really him as much as it's a friend of his, and just, the choices he's making about friends and the associations, and, I don't know. He's a good boy.
Yeah.
And for some reason, the kids that gravitate toward him aren't the same quality of kids.
They're not good kids.
No.
And by not good kids, what do they do? Can you give examples?
Whereas, we teach him to be a positive influence and to be a leader. And these kids, they use bad language. And he's very honest about letting us know.
Yeah.
What's going on, and but I'm starting to become concerned. Why would these kids be gravitating towards him when he's supposedly not that type of kid?
What are some ideas? Why would you think we gravitate toward him? It may not be that he's a bad kid, but the other one is.
It's just, and my thing is that I'm always thinking the worst.
Yeah.
And that comes, I think, from just being around, kids all the time.
Oh, okay.
Even on my job, kids can be sneaky.
Yeah.
And they can tell you one thing and do something else.
Yeah.
So I'm more concerned as to, is he really this kid that we think he is?
Okay. Your ideal kid.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Has he said anything or done anything to make you believe that he's different than your idea?
No.
So he's a good kid.
He is.
What is?
But my concern is the choice of friends
Oh, okay.
that he's choosing.
Is he choosing them or them him?
I wonder.
Yeah.
I wonder. And maybe that's what I need to try to figure out. Because at that point, it could be either way. So if he were choosing them, then I would be concerned. But they're choosing him. Maybe we need to work on how does he handle that.
Yeah.
Because my thing is, I don't want him to be influenced.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times it's very hard to be a leader when you have people who are trying to influence you to do otherwise.
Okay. Is hanging around them, has it harmed him in any way?
No.
In school or his behavior?
Mm-hmm. As a matter of fact, right before coming to you today, I had a conference with his teachers, and they emailed to let us know that it was conference time, and if we wanted a conference to sign up. So I signed up for a conference, and when I got there, their teachers were looking at me kind of like, why are you here?
Oh, yeah, they thought
And it made me kind of feel like, and I just told them, I said, we have high expectations of him,
mm-hmm.
and I just want to make sure that he's doing what he should be doing here at school, both behaviorally and academically. And I don't know, it's just really bad that I'm always thinking the worst. Because even there, we were talking, and they told me, because I went around the table with each teacher, they were like, he's fine, everything's good, he's a great kid, he's a leader. I'm thinking, are y'all just saying this because I'm here?
So they were positive.
Oh, yeah.
Very positive.
Very positive. He's a leader, he's always doing the right thing, he's a great kid. And they asked me, I said, did you know that he told you that he won the Character Award last week for our hall? I said he did, but I didn't really believe it.
Oh, my goodness. What would make you not believe him? Do you have a reason?
Well, you know, another thing is, I'm seeing some things in him at home,
Oh, okay.
and apparently, you know, you always hear people saying that parents talk about the fact that kids act one way at home and act another way in public, and usually the way in public is always better.
Yeah,
You like, you know, as long as you act okay when you're in public, we can work on it at home.
yeah.
So, you know, my husband and I have been seeing some things at home we've been concerned about as far as his behavior is concerned. As far as, you know, not reacting as soon as we tell him to do something,
Oh,
or,
okay.
you know, and I think that has a lot to do with, you know, his age.
How old is he?
He is 11.
Oh, okay.
Almost at middle school age where, you know, you're trying new stuff out and you're
Yeah.
trying to see what's going to work and what'll, you know, pass, and we're not seeing anything about it.
Yeah.
So, you know, and maybe some of that stuff at home is spilling over into school,
And
the
you
way
feel-
I feel.
And you feel like it's the friend, is it one friend or more than one?
Well, he's on he's on the football team.
Oh, okay.
And a lot of the boys on the football team are at the school. And so, some of the boys on the football teams aren't good influences.
Oh, yeah.
And so he has a lot of classes with some of them. And also, he's spending time with them in football. So there's a lot of time with those kids.
In the kind of rougher
Right.
language.
Right.
The grade-wise not making as good.
In most instances, they're making good grades. It's the just the behavioral part.
Oh, okay. Okay. Are they like jocks, kind of
Mm-hmm. And my son,
masculine?
yeah, they wanna
They're
be-
the extreme.
right, trying to impress somebody, being something they're not.
Yeah.
You know, just doing. And you know, I've always told my son that you know a lot of times whoever you associate with is what people
Judge you by.
exactly.
Okay. And, but the teachers said all positive, nothing negative.
Nothing negative.
But in your heart, you feel like they're not
And I'm gonna tell you another
as honest
thing.
as they could have been.
Exactly. Another thing that you know, I wonder were they that way because I work in the system too.
That's what I was wondering. Do you feel that?
And you know, of all the years that they've been at the school system, I've always been real quick to say, you know, treat mine just like you would treat anybody
Okay.
else, even harder,
Yeah.
because I know that that's not real world. Because
Yeah.
they're just fortunate that I am in this system, but at the same time, that can be detrimental in the future.
You feel like they won't be as strict on him?
Right.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Gotcha.
And a lot of times that happens.
Yeah.
It happens a lot.
I realize that.
Because you don't want to ruin that not really
Co-worker,
friendship.
yeah.
Exactly.
Co-worker.
I thought they're not at the same school line anymore,
Oh, okay.
but it was even worse then when we were in the same
Oh,
school.
y'all were in the same school.
For like 5 years.
And do you feel like they treated your son different?
You know, to a certain, even if you're not trying to do it, sometimes it happens anyway.
Yeah.
You know, I realize that this child belongs to this teacher,
Yeah.
so they're going to get some different kind of treatment there.
Yeah.
You know,
Good
just
and
so-
bad.
exactly.
Okay.
And that's, you know, one of the downfalls of being in the same school as your
Okay.
kids.
But now you're not in that school system.
We're in the same system, but we're at different schools.
And you feel like that's better?
Yeah, but I'm still wondering in the back of my mind, were these
Oh, okay.
teachers not being just totally honest
Oh, okay.
because they know that that's my child?
Is there any way you can judge if they're being totally honest? Like grade-wise, behavior-wise?
See, that's the problem. I don't know.
How about his grades?
He has all A's. It's the end of the 9 weeks. I know that, you know, I think they're being very honest with grading just because there have been some things that he has made like a C.
Oh, okay.
So it's not, everything hasn't been perfect.
Okay.
So I think that's what, you know, to that point, I do feel that, you know, they're being honest.
They're being honest about the grading?
Right, I think he's where he should be.
But are they being honest about the behavior?
Don't.
And that's your concern.
That's my concern.
And how would you follow up on the behavior? What could you do?
I thought by going to the conference today that we'll let them know that, I'm really serious about this.
Oh, okay.
And they have my total support.
Okay.
And if they ever feel that he's not on the path that he should be on, that they're more than happy, they feel free to let me know. Because these are our expectations, and I want them to know that. Now, did that make it even worse? I don't know.
So you told them those are your expectations?
Mm-hmm.
You told each one of them this is what you want. How do you think it could have made it worse?
Because now, this is a crazy woman, and she's crazy, and we're definitely not going to tell her anything. We're just going to keep it all in-house. Because she may go extreme.
Do you think crazy or concerned mother, are they the same? You think?
No, they're not the same, but there's a fine line.
Fine line.
I feel there's a fine line. I really do.
And if one of them comes forward and says he's been a bad kid this whole term,
Oh my goodness.
now how would you handle that?
I would be, and I let them know that I fully support you.
Yeah.
And whatever you do, whether it's good or whether it's a good something you're coming to tell me, or if it's something that that's negative about my child.
Yeah.
So I feel that that they would. I would address him, not them.
Okay, and they realize it.
Yes. Because being a teacher, I know how it is.
Oh yeah.
And I know how, it could go one way or the other. And most times you can fill out a parent to know, okay, are they going to support me or not?
Yeah.
And if you find out early that they're not going to support you, then you kind of keep it in house and you just handle it within the classroom, because every time you call, you're going to have to defend yourself against a child.
And you feel like they won't have to defend themselves?
No.
And you let them know up front?
I did.
Mm-hmm. So, do you know if those other football players, other children, are they getting in trouble in school?
Some of them are.
And your son is telling you that?
He does. He has. And just the
so
other.
he's been honest about that. He's saying his friends.
But and then I'm thinking, me, and I think I may be a little paranoid, because I'm like, you telling me all about them. What are you doing?
Oh, okay.
Because it's that could be a tactic where you're trying to divert the attention away from you.
Onto them.
Right.
Well, of course you can't talk about other children with the teachers.
No.
See, I
that's
know
thing.
that's a privacy thing.
Right.
But your son is telling you.
Right. And it's some of those characteristics I've seen in those kids as well.
Oh, okay.
So I know. But I don't want to be the one to say, you can't hang out with him. Because a lot of times when you do that, it causes the kids to go gravitate even more toward that child.
Oh, yeah.
So it's
and
like
they really won't with them.
Right.
Really won't.
So sometimes you have to sit back and just kind of just let them figure it out on their own.
Okay.
And with a little guidance from you.
Yeah, I understand. I totally let him loose. Because he's just 11.
Yeah.
Easily influenced. It's been good to him.